Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand. This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goff. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Purdy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Purdy with it on third and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Throwing left side right there, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the give, here's Gibbs. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
He's relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Goff on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Goff now to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. And it's a short one here. Complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again is Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 15-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Purdy will set up the throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable. I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And able to use his blockers to get this up over to 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Owens. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Purdy. He finds his man incomplete. It's Owens. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Here's Purdy. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And they'll get this down to the 10. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out. And they'll begin at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Here's Goff. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connects with Kittle underneath. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
After the interception, here's Goff. From the left side, it's complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Purdy off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no goal. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. When halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's for the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to look out the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He was slicing and dicing this defense and wound up with 3 touchdown passes in the first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more without a big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 45.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
three and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Purdy. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy will look to throw again here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll throw it on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Wow, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now 3rd down and 7. Goff now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Sanders. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Purdy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A second down throw for Purdy. Throws he out loud and completes it to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out. And they'll begin at the 25. So here come the Lions now. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Gibbs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I don't care who you play.
One quarter remains in this NFC WILDCARD matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down from the 41. Here's second down and 7. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up forward. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. So out now come the Lions. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And got his man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Second down and 6 now. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Here's Purdy. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if you're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Off play action. Here's Goff. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Goff throwing again. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The toss out right to Gibbs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Purdy and the Niners down by 10. A minute 55 remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and 1. Purdy to throw.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
To throw is Purdy. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The give right side for Gibbs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. They'll run again as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the starting field position is terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes on.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Goff. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.